without salary, no course, no pass, no leave, nothing. Just the work. Kawaii. I've endured. I can't endure again. Let the worst happen. The worst is to dismiss me. And even person that dismiss it better pass me like this because I don't feel endure again. I'll be keeping quiet because of my dad, because of my family, my parents, but I can't endure again. Obviously, this work not be for me.
Do you remember Ruth Ogunleye, a young female soldier who accused Colonel I.B. Abdul Karim and some other personnel of the Nigerian Army of sexual assault sometime in January during her stay as an officer of the Nigerian Army? During a press briefing in Abuja on Tuesday, 24th September, the Director of Army Public Relations, Major General Onyema Nwachukwu, refuted her claims after thorough investigations.
Today, the Nigerian Army deems it necessary to address a series of grave allegations against Colonel I.B. Abdul Karim. Of course, those allegations concern issues like sexual harassment, cyberbullying, and of course, defamatory behavior. Not only Colonel Abdul Karim is involved in this issue. There were other senior officers that were alleged by ex-Private Ruth Ogunleye to have sexually harassed her, intimidated her, and subjected her to trauma in the course of her service. This individual, ladies and gentlemen, has been relentless in her online campaign against Colonel Abdul Karim, a matter that the Army can no longer overlook. Let me begin by clearly stating that the Nigerian Army is a professional force, committed to the highest standards of discipline, integrity, and accountability. It is guided by rules and regulations that ensure every officer and soldier operate within the framework of respect for human rights and due process.
Nwachukwu disclosed that ex-Private Ruth Ogunleye had been recommended for discharge on medical grounds since 2022. But the Nigerian Army, being sympathetic to its own, thought it wise to give her the best medical treatment possible, stabilize her before discharging her into the wider society.
The Nigerian Army took immediate action. The matter was referred to the Nigerian Army Corps of Military Police and tasked with conducting thorough investigation into the veracity of her claims. The investigation was conducted in line with established protocols, with every effort made to ensure a fair and impartial process. It is crucial to assert that the Nigerian Army, in its bid to ensure justice and transparency, conducted an exhaustive review of the facts, testimonies, and evidence presented. The investigation concluded that Colonel I.B. Abdul Karim did not commit the offense of sexual harassment as alleged by ex-Private Ruth Ogunleye. The findings were definitive and based on objective evaluation of the available information. The Army maintains that Colonel I.B. Abdul Karim is a disciplined, regimented, and firm officer who has upheld the values of the Nigerian Army throughout his service. Suffice to mention, ladies and gentlemen, that ex-Private Ruth Ogunleye had been recommended for discharge on medical grounds since 2022. But the Nigerian Army, being sympathetic to its own, thought it wise to give her the best medical treatment possible, stabilize her before discharging her into the wider society. Hence, while the Army was addressing the allegations of sexual harassment, further concerns about Ruth Ogunleye's conduct came to light. Her behavior, both online and offline, raised questions about her worsening mental health and emotional stability. Consequently, the Nigerian Army referred ex-Private Ruth Ogunleye for medical evaluation at the National Hospital in Abuja
The Nigerian Army said ex-Private Ogunleye was included in the pension scheme of the Nigeria Army even when she had not served the stipulated years that were required, as a sign that the Nigerian Army had shown commitment to her health and well-being.
Though ex-Private Root did not serve up to pensionable years of service, which is 10 years, she has nonetheless been discharged from the Nigerian Army with 50% disability claim, meaning she will receive a 50% monthly pension for life. She has also been paid her terminal leave allowance and terminal parking allowance, as well as her contributions to Nigerian Army Welfare Insurance Scheme, also known as NAWIS, and Benevolent Fund, also known as Ben Fund. The payments were made on 14 August 2024 into her FCMB account. Her security debarment allowance for the period she served, which is 5 years, 54 days, has also been paid. The decision for her discharge, ladies and gentlemen, was reached following her rejection of offer of medical treatment either from the National Hospital and the Nigerian Army.
The Nigerian Army, while emphasizing recognizing her state of mental health, said it would not tolerate the ex-army officer subjecting its officers to online campaign bullying and will take the necessary steps to safeguard the sanity of its institution.
While we remain empathetic to ex-Private Ruth Ogunleye's medical condition, we must categorically reject the continued defamation of Colonel Abdul Karim and the denigration of the Nigerian Army. The Nigerian Army has done everything within its power to address her concerns through the appropriate channels, and investigative findings have cleared Colonel Abdul Karim of any wrongdoing. We caution the public to treat her allegations as baseless and without merit, given her established condition. The Nigerian Army stands firm in its commitment to maintaining discipline and order within its rank. Colonel I.B. Abdul Karim is a dedicated officer who has served our nation with honor and distinction. While we remain committed to providing care and support to former personnel like ex-Private Ruth Ogunleye, we will not allow our personnel to be maligned or subjected to unwarranted attacks. It must be emphasized that the Nigerian Army, as a professional national institution, has exhaustively exercised institutional restraints and decorum over this matter in order to allow for thorough, transparent, and impartial investigation, as well as medical evaluation to unravel the allegations. The Nigerian Army, therefore, wishes to state that it operates with high standards of professionalism and takes the welfare of its personnel very seriously, as well as handle all allegations with the seriousness they deserve.